Hello. So, why don't we get started? Let's continue where we left off. So, we just finished the memory section of Gregory Edgeworth. What an epic dude. He's so cool. And now let's continue with Miles Edgeworth. We're back in the present now. Whoa, went deep on that one. Sorry, Mazzarino, didn't mean to bend your ear for so long. I had no idea that was how it all came out. How it all came about, I mean. I read the files, but they don't go into anywhere near that level of detail. I'll bet they paint things in a much rosier light for the prosecution, too. Von Karma was the one in charge, after all. What happened with the case after that? Well, what with the ice sculptures vanishing from the victim's room, things hit a bit of a rough patch. So rough, in fact, that it took a full year before they could even reach a verdict in the trial. A year? This was back before they brought in the whole initial trial thing. You didn't have to finish up in double quick time like you do nowadays. I see. Did they ever find out about the victim's creations and how they managed to just disappear? Well, there was some base or frozen desserts or whatever you want to call them. Ice, in other words. And if it's made of ice, it can melt. Which is exactly what they concluded must have happened. But there's a chance that wasn't how things actually went down. What? What do you mean? So this place is a gallery these days, but back then it was Samson Tangaroa's place, yeah? Indeed, on the site of the IS-7 incident. Well, Woodis Frost's ice sculptures are suddenly back on display, 18 years after that fateful day. The very sculptures the victim made. Who knows? Could be they're just modeled on the originals. But I figured it was worth coming down for a little look-see just in case. Seemed like the least I could do for poor old Gregory. Well, alrighty then. Let's go look at these icy marvels, shall we, kiddo? I believe they're on display in the Winter Wing, as it's very snazzily known. So, Winter Wing, Winter Wing. Huh? I don't believe it. It's locked. The gallery's open for biz, but the Winter Wonder Wing's off limits. What gives? Fender. Perhaps you should look more closely at the pamphlet we were given. The Winter Wing is over there. It is. Freaky. Could have sworn it was this one. Anywho, shall we? Time to dive on in and see what we should have seen 18 years ago. I see they're still keeping it chilly as all heck in these rooms. I'm about to turn into a popsicle stick. It is the Winter Wing, you know. But you're right. It's like a freezer in here. It could be a trick of the light, but it feels like the whole room is made of ice. Ice. The temperature controls will be somewhere at the back there, if my memory serves. Hey Miles, can you go peep the degree count? I'm taking a complaint to the management is in order. There is such a thing as too cold, yeah? Alright, if you insist. Take your time, mosey around and take in the sights while you're at it. I've got a camera I need to prep for action. Feel like your pop might appreciate a picture of all this. I'll put it on his grave so he can have a gander. Of course. Okay, let's address the elephant in the room here. So, how about this? I scream out, "Oh no! This must be the work of that villain Damask! Yeah, and I go, that's me, the legendary Masked Star Damask. Yeah, and then, no, say that, and you'll be in cuffs before you can blink, Ronnie. You've got to take this more seriously, otherwise how are we going to get this to the market to sell? What exactly are these two plotting? Ain't that a throwback? A boy wearing a backpack. What's he doing at an art gallery on his own? She wanted to run a gallery so bad she just quit the industry? I don't get it. I just don't get it. Does this boy know the owner of the gallery, perhaps? Alright, where's the temperature control panel? It's like back here, perhaps? Huh. Fender, I can't seem to find the temperature controls you mentioned. Oh yeah, it's a little tricky if you don't know where it is. Here, I'll have it open for you in a jiffy. Huh? Dang thing's locked. Makes sense, I guess. Wouldn't want to visit us cranking up the thermostat and melting the yard. According to the pamphlet, the Winter Wing is kept at a constant 27 degrees. Howee! That's colder than the snowman's cold bits. I'm gonna freeze to death in here. Guess there's only one thing for it. Somebody's getting a snuggle. Hey, what's with the icy stare? You want me to freeze to death? No. Hold on, what? Someone's knocking at my door at this hour? Really? Give me a moment. End the stream already. Okay, you know what? Ronnie's annoying, but I feel like the baddie he pulled kind of cancels it out, you know? So I'll... But hey, what's up, Lewis? How you doing? Good to see you. Whoa, look at this. This lamp appears to me to be made of rock salt. It's illuminating the diagram of the zodiac just above it. Yes, both Gemini and Taurus are not only zodiac signs, but constellations that are visible during winter. Winter constellations on display in the Winter Wing, and uniquely, these statues are made of flavored ice. According to the pamphlet we received, the one in the other rooms are made of crystal glass. Ice might be rather fitting for the summer wing too. Who doesn't like a nice snow cone on a sunny day? But then it would probably be too similar to this room, I suppose. I mean, hey, you know, if this pathetic loser can pull a baddie like that, like we all got a chance, all right? We all have hope, okay? There's hope for everyone. It's like Krillin in Android 18. You know Krillin, the short, bald-ass motherfucker who gets his ass kicked constantly? He somehow pulls a robot baddie? Like, come on. You gotta respect it. Ice blocks. Oh, we looked there. Okay. There's an enormous block of ice on display here. There's some explanatory text engraved in it. Castor and Pullens. Every year in December, countless shooting stars can be seen emanating from this constellation. So then Damask needs to... Yeah, and then I wish these two would stop talking so loudly. It's difficult to concentrate. Never mind. I'll just go take a look at some other exhibit. There are two large ice statues on display here. Guess these are remakes of Frost's work from 18 years back. Real eye-catching stuff. I sculpt just a heck of an art form, huh? Also, the kid at the right, I swear if that's the Steel Samurai kid, I sure as hell hope not. No, it's okay. I talked to him. It's a different kid. It's not that annoying Steel Samurai kid. If that was, I would have ended the stream, not gonna lie. It is. These are the works my father never got to see. To think that I get to see them instead. So many years later. Sorry to butt in while you're deep in a think hole, Milester. Would you mind looking at this way for a sec? This way. Beautiful! Yeah, just like that. Fender. Really? Say cheese! Aw, that's kind of sweet, not gonna lie. Please don't do that again. I don't like having my picture taken. My bad, big guy, my bad. Yeah, that's kind of adorable, not gonna lie. Had to check if this old thing was still working is all. Now that you mention it, your camera does look rather ancient. Yep, vintage model. Got those, what you call Polaroids. You ever hear of an instant camera? It develops the picture right after you take the shot. Still twist my noggin trying to think how it works. I know what an instant camera is, although I've never used one. She's no Mr. Know-It-All would know it all. You really are your father's son. Alright, step aside. I need to get some good shots of the room here. For all his joking, he looks very serious about the pictures he's taking. He must have his own theories about the IO7 incident. Woo! I should have been a paparazzo! These are gold! And they develop right away. Wanna see? Well, since you've already shoved one in my face. Alright, Brainiac, question. What do these two sculptures represent? They appear to represent Taurus and Gemini, two constellations best observed during wintertime. He kinda is. When he needs to be, he kinda is. Bingo! He shoots, he scores! Oh, you're a regular encyclopedia, Milester. Guess that's why this is a winter wing, right? Because they have the Winter Star stuff on display here. Anyway, seeing as I'm the nicest old rogue on the block, that one's yours for keepsies. Thanks. So the victim made these same Zodiac statues out of flavored ice for the contest 18 years ago. Sure did. Lovingly crafted life-size desserts. I only ever saw the old ones in the photos though, but these are the spit of the originals. So this is what you wanted to show me. Yep, Tim Gregory would have wanted you to see them too. And I may not have had it in me to come here on my own. Sorry to drag you along. Not at all. I'm happy to be able to see where my father's final case unfolded. Good to hear you say so, Paleo. Let's say we grab another quick snap to commemorate this heartwarming occasion. Absolutely not. Aw, come on, Edgeworth. Party pooper. It's a statue of a rather ferocious-looking bull. Not a gaze one would want to be fixed with. But then I was always taught to return a stare with a stare. Although in this case, discretion might be the better part of valor. There's a huge block of ice on this... Is it block or block? There's a huge block of ice on display here. It must be incredibly heavy, though maybe not. What with it being hollow on the inside. There's a constellation engraved into the surface, along with some explanatory text. The Pleiades, known to some as Subaru, they form part of the larger constellation of Taurus. But why cram so many stars into one tiny part of a single constellation? I guess people in ancient times weren't hugely careful about such things. Alrighty, I got a shot I wanted. Shall we scoot on over to another wing and see what's cooking? Might as well do the full tour while we're here. I suppose so. Ah! Who is it? What was that? It came from the fountain room. Come on, let's go see what's up. Fuck! Fuck! No! Well, stream's over, guys. Take care. Bye.